I'm very sick, so sorry if I sound like I have a frog in my throat. As of right now, it is November 21st, and the game came out on the 28th of October. So it's been about, I don't know, it's coming up on a month pretty soon. And I already have Orion camo. I am level 179 in Season 1 of the game, and for the most part, I've been enjoying it, other than, the maps being a little stinky. That's alright. Not really, though. But Shoot House is alright. The question, should you get Orion camo? Absolutely. I think you absolutely should, because compare it to last year's Modern Warfare, Damascus camo, man, the amount of work that you had to put in for such a weak camo was unbearable. So I'm glad that they definitely upped the game with this one, and I think it looks alright. I'll hop into a game here and you can see some gameplay while I talk about Orion for a little bit. Oh, before I get into the game, I thought I'd show you guys my stats real quick. As you can see right here, I have about 5.5 days played. I've had Orion for a little bit already, so it took me about 5.5 days of in-game play time to unlock Orion, and that is without using any double XP tokens. And I actually didn't even have Shoot House for I don't know, probably 95% of me unlocking the camo. So yeah. But yeah, here we are in game, and camo looks pretty good. I don't know, I feel like a lot of people are pretty harsh on it, but I think it looks pretty good for the most part. I think in the dark areas, it looks pretty bad. Like that right there doesn't really look like anything. For the most part, looks okay. Pretty acceptable in my books. But I wanted to talk about some of the challenges, because I feel like there's the mounted kills, and oh man, don't even get me started on the long shots. I think long shots for every single platinum camo is ridiculous. I mean, who wants to sit back? I mean, I'm sure there is plenty of people who enjoy doing that, but sitting back for 51 guns, getting 25 to 20 long shots per gun, it's boring for both parties. It's boring for the person doing it, it's boring for the person playing against it. I promise nobody likes that. I feel like the challenges should be more like bloodthirsty, double kills, kills from behind, hip fire kills, stuff like that. It's just, I don't know, I feel like it's a lot more enjoyable, and people can play how they want to play. It doesn't really deter from either play styles, whether you want to camp or play aggressive. I feel like that caters to both parties. But when these maps are already catered towards camping and head glitches, I feel like it makes it so much worse. But I do think in the end it is all worth it, because you have to get 15 double kills with a Joker. How are you ever going to do that? But it's once you do that once, you never have to do it again. So it might suck for a little bit, but in the end, I do think it's worth it. Because if this is the game for the next 2 years, hey, guess what? You unlock Orion, you have every gun maxed out, you have the best camo in the game. You're set. You don't got to do anything else. Definitely worth it. I do think it could use a little tweaks. Maybe I definitely think there's more than a few things that need to be ironed out with this game, for sure. Specifically Tier 1. I mean, wow, what were they thinking? That's just an embarrassment of a game mode. I mean, did they not see that nobody played, I don't even remember what it was called, realism mode in MW19? What? Wow. Completely just removed hardcore. Pretty upsetting, but it is what it is at the end of the day. They make their own decisions, we play their game. And hopefully they decide to change that. I really, really, really wish they do, because I feel like hardcore is a massive part of camo grinding, and they just completely took that from us. Even though I did use realism for most of the long shots, and I think you should too, because long shots on Shoot House, not very fun if I'm being honest. Especially when people are throwing smokes everywhere and stuff. I don't know. Just really isn't great. But nothing we can really do about that, unless they change some things. Who knows though? Enjoy getting your Orion camo. Definitely worth it in the end.